What is going on, everybody? It is your check-in for Smoke episode 7. Another banger. In this episode, Dave wants to do what in a burning building? I gotta watch myself for the algorithm. But yeah, let's just say he's into rough coitus. Okay. And Michelle fumbled the ball, y'all. Michelle, why did you go to her? Michelle fumbles the ball. And of course, by the end of this episode, he knows, y'all. And I know he knows. Dave knows that they're on to him. This was the worst operation I have ever seen. This was a trash operation, guys. It was. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into some of the key moments here. Definitely want to get into I call it the meeting of the minds. You got Freddy and Dave. In my own fantasy world, I would want them to go tag team for one episode, burn a couple buildings down, but of course that wasn't happening, right? But we got an amazing one-on-one between the both of them. This episode, I must say, it was shot wonderfully. Just definitely with the scenes with Freddy, they made him look so dark, so dark, menacing, and even had Dave shook. But we're going to talk about all of that. But let's go ahead and start in today's show. Let me just go ahead and start off with the opener here. And mommy is coming home, y'all. I don't know when we gonna see mama. I think we dragging this at this point. I'm ready to see mama. I thought mama was coming this episode, but this was just what arrangements are we gonna have for mama, and where's she staying at? And before I get into that, let's just start with the beginning scene. You got I'm about to call her Journey. Michelle. We got Michelle here doing some good acting, of course, going over, the past or whatever, we have her. I forgot what her mother was saying. Once again, we getting like bits and pieces of her memory. Let's get the full picture. Let me know what happened. Unless I missed something here. I'm still, I know somebody got shot. She got put in a closet in a burning building or something like that. But I want to know what your mama did. I want to know, okay? So can we get this story next episode? There are 2 more episodes left. I thought there was 10 episodes, but it's actually 9. But yeah. So then, she gets a booty call somewhat by Steven here, and he's trying to get in them draws. He's like, you want me to stop by? Sympathy box, okay? So she shut it down, though. She shut it down. He wasn't getting lucky tonight, but Steven, you tried, buddy. You tried, okay? And then we're going to go to what I actually want to talk about as far as her mother's concerned. She's eating breakfast with her was it sister-in-law, right? And yeah, she's pretty much trying to get her to intervene. If you want to shut something down in the household, go to the wife. The wife makes all the decisions, right? So you want her to live with you. So that was a nice play by Michelle. So she really does not want her mother in her life. And of course, later in the episode, I guess, she pretty much got to her, and she asked her husband here, would you want your mother living with us? Or would you want your mother living around our child? Something like that. So, yeah, so we're going to see what happens here. But right now, I'm getting a little tired of them stretching this mother thing out. Are they going to show her? Come on, y'all. Let's get to it. All right. So next up, we gonna be talking about a hero's welcome. I need a hero, right? And hero investigator catches arsonist. So they really gonna have a tough time trying to nail him down now. And he knows that they're on to him. So I don't know. Dave might win. They might win at the end of this. We should the antagonist might triumph. Um, and then of course he goes back to I keep wanting to call her Allison. Ashley. He goes back to Ashley, where he wants to R-word her in a burning building, right? So yeah, I told you DV was around the corner, and that demon almost came out. Where is Emmett? We haven't seen Emmett. Is he coming back? So yeah, keep the family away. Keep Emmett away. But yeah, she still plans on leaving him at this point. So we're gonna see how that advances. All right. Not too much on that. I want to go ahead and get into my favorite scene of the episode here. Meeting of the minds. We got Fireman versus another fireman of sorts, but twin flames. And Freddy was mentioning his mother, she recognized shit. But yeah, Freddy recognizes that him and Dave are, both peas in a pot. I think that's how you say it or whatever. But so yeah, let me get this right here. I love this shot. Like I said, the cinematography was great. Just the whatever they shoot with, the color grading, I need to know. Give me some of that. All right. But you think it was shot on iPhone? It's an Apple show, so shot on iPhone. But anyway, this is produced on an iPhone, by the way, iPhone 16. All right. So this is him before, they actually meet up, and there he's sitting in front of the two investigators. They've been sitting there 2 days now, and he ain't giving them nothing. So, but yeah, he says he'll only talk to Dave, of course, and then we get the follow up after this. So let's just go ahead and get into it. And I like the see how they have the no smoking on the wall right there. So I like that little, I guess you say Easter egg, a little wink wink. And just like these two sitting together, exchanging blows, so to say. Even though I think Freddy definitely won this. Dave tried, but Freddy had him shook. And he starts asking about who gave you that whole pause, right? And then he started talking about, dead birds and maggots, and just Freddy is very dark. Freddy's very dark. Last episode, he was talking about the mousetrap. Now he's talking about birds and getting eaten by the maggots. And this is what Dave is. And then he starts talking about, who put that hole in your mother. And then he started triggering Dave, of course. And what I found at this point right here is that it switches to Michelle as well. So Michelle and Dave have mother problems. So is Michelle gonna go down the path? That's season 2. Michelle's gonna be the arsonist. No, I'm just playing. But I did like that similarity. I think that's what they were trying to show when they panned to her when he was talking about the mother and both of them. So I like that that correlation between both of them. Why didn't she love you? And Dave is looking shook right here. Love the facials. And then Freddy got creepy on this. Probably the only time I was going to say this is the only time we've seen him smile, but make him happy. Y'all remember the interview? But yeah, he was saying, you're like whitewashed tombs, you clean on the outside, dirty on the inside. And then he just has this maniacal laugh towards the ending with the butter teeth, right? And but yeah, great scene between those guys. Unfortunately, what's coming at the end, but I'm gonna talk about the demise of Freddy in just a minute. Lost one of probably my favorite character. It's between him and Dave, but they're very neck and neck. I'll say that, but I give the slighter edge to Freddy, of course. Okay, let's talk about rough coitus. He wanted to bait me in a burning building. Dave is a freak. I need to queue up my weekend. What's it called? Earned It. I need to cue that music up, but I'm trying to monetize this, so I'm not gonna cue it up this time. So yeah, we get of course to start this off. Michelle and Michelle is not very sneaky. She's not very sneaky. It's very obvious. Well, I don't know. Maybe I guess Ashley's just real perceptive, but yeah, you just happen to know me at this gym. Oh, you're Dave's wife, dude, and this, that, and the third. So, you know, she's not making it very inconspicuous, so to say. So it was real easy to catch her in the act. And then she goes to talk to the other wife, the other ex-wife or whatnot. And yeah, Michelle fumbled the ball. We finna get into that. But anyway, so yeah, after Ashley, not Allison, peeps to play, they end up talking, of course, here. And she asked, did he ever hurt you? And then we got into, about fantasies, and, she said he wanted to tape me in a burning building for the algorithm. But yeah, he probably did want to tape her up and had some rough coitus in a burning building. Dave is a freak. Keep the family away. And then she said he wanted to film it, but of course, we don't have that tape out here. I hope there's no tape out there. But of course, he made one with his wife, his ex-wife, of course, Reba, which we found out with the conversation with Michelle and Espacito. So yeah, he made a tape for him, and then that sends Michelle down to Reba, and that's where we get to Michelle's mistake here. Michelle fumbled the ball, y'all. Why did she go to her? Why did she go to her? Well, I don't know. She couldn't have known, but I was just screaming at the screen. Why would you go to this woman? But even a little bit before that, just this whole operation was trash. Everybody fumbled the ball, because I guess before I get into Michelle going to Reba, we had the meeting with the literary agent and the other, the federal agent right here, and they were doing no good when they were trying to, get the information out of them, and they wanted to basically see, what was fact, what was fiction. Basically get him to tell on himself, he's already telling on himself within the book. But yeah, they're pushing and triggering the buttons, and yeah, so this didn't go all too well. But if this already didn't set off his spidey senses, this definitely did with Michelle going to his wife. His ex, I keep saying his wife, ex-wife. My bad, y'all. Might as well be his wife. She held it down. Shoot, she seemed more fit for Dave than Ashley. But anyway, then Michelle tells her about the affair she had with her boss. Why would you say that? What officer is going to say I had sex with my boss? Even in a casual conversation, why would you want somebody to know that? I can see if you just a regular corporate job. Hey, I had sex with my boss. But now I'm like, you in law enforcement. It's even more pertinent that you don't tell anybody. She could go to a higher up and said, "Hey, one of your agents told me they're having sex with their boss, and then we're gonna get you up out of the force." I don't know. I'm thinking too much. Then she said, she had this thing living inside him. She's talking about Steven, of course. Um, and I'm guessing she's using that. I don't know if she just happened to take the words when Ashley was talking to her. Ashley was describing Dave. You know, she had this. There was a thing in him. So you use that exact phrasing. This thing living inside of him, right? That just wanted to see me suffer. So, a lot, like I said, a lot of correlations, things of that nature. So, yeah, I guess I don't know if she just took that conversation from Ashley and applied it here, or does she truly feel that way about Steven? And then, after this, she leaves the house, and then the wife, ex-wife. How hard is that? Ex-wife. Might as well be wife, but ex-wife Reba calls David. And what's up with these? I ain't gonna lie, he was looking fly in them glasses. I want some. He was looking kind of fly. But he was looking kind of like a douchebag, but like a fly douchebag. But he was rocking those glasses. Or those supposed to be shades. They look like glasses to me. And then from there, that sets things off. And he knows. I was like, oh my God. Eventually he was going to find out anyway. But it had to be because of his ex-wife. So we get him at the bar. They're celebrating, him being a hero, right? And him and Steven get to, y'all might as well go ahead and just shoot the fair one. Just shoot the fair one. I don't think Dave can fight. I don't know. But yeah, he takes a gut punch right here when he gets into an argument with Steve, and they're basically low key fighting over Michelle, I guess you could say. And I'm pretty sure he knows. He didn't say it outright, but I think Reba told him that Michelle and Steven are smashing, so he knows about that. Even though he probably had an inkling already when they had that prior argument in it was like an episode or two ago when he was telling him to make the coffee or whatever. Okay, so and then after this, he meets up with Harvey outside, and yeah. So he's like, I thought you were my pal, my buddy. I think he's going to burn down that picture he got. We'll pull that up in just a second. But yeah, Harvey's like, he knows. The guy knows. He knows. Yeah. And then he drives off all crazy. That's not charging, but the tracker that was on his car, that's gone because he was driving like a lunatic. I'm like, it just happened to fall off. I was like, what? This whole operation is falling apart. But he breaks into Harvey's office and he's looking at this painting. So I'm thinking he's going to go there and burn it down. That's what I'm thinking. And then after this, he spots Espacito and random agent number one, because I can't remember her name. So he catches them talking. So he's putting all the pieces together, and he knows, man. So yeah, he's gonna come back with a vengeance next episode. So we'll see what Dave does. But then we get to the final part of the episode right here. Freddy puts his fire out. My favorite character is gone, and he just happened to hang himself from a sprinkler device. So, yeah. And I don't want to show my boy like that. So I'm just gonna leave this last picture right here with him looking sad, ripping up his hanging device. But yeah, I don't want to show my boy going out like that, man. But great character. He went 8 episodes. Great. No, 7. He went 7 episodes. I wish he could have made it to the end. you know, but there was nowhere else for Freddy to go. It was like somebody was gonna miraculously break him out or something like that. I thought maybe he was gonna set a fire in the prison or something like that. Maybe one more for the road, but I guess not. But yeah, Freddy puts his fire out. Once again, great character in the show. Loved his acting. But yeah, guys, y'all tell me what you thought of the episode here. Once again, another banger. And hopefully, you know, it just gets better from here. But I'm having doubts now that Freddy is gone. But I think Tara can pick it up. You know, that's the actor's name for Dave, right? So I'm relying on you, Dave. I'm relying on you because Michelle just hasn't done it for me yet. She has her spots here and there, but yeah, my favorite parts, like I said, are coming from Dave and Freddy. That is now gone. But anyway, guys, tell me what you thought of the episode down below. I will see you guys for episode 8, getting close to the end here. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. And I'll catch you next time. Peace out, guys.